so you gon' see. Yeah. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dance and wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck, jab, hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet. Yeah. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta.
The folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Right to the air is Huntley. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. On 2nd and 11 now, Watson. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. This is taken at the 23. All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss on that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell,
looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now listen.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
And some room to maneuver. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again, because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Tucker's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
To throw, Huntley.
Uses the stiff arm. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. This from 32 yards away. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Well, here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Out route here, going to Hunt. He's got it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Browns sit 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. This is caught. It's Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal. They got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Watson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine.
He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as Grant.
to return it.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Off of play action, it's Watson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. On fourth down, Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Watson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Next to score, Ravens 24, Browns 9. Justin Tucker, the kickoff to Baltimore.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Now it's Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku.
And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On first down, it's Watson.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Yeah, you heard it, right? You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, they can just tighten.
It's what they want to do, tighten down everything they're doing, and then maybe explode at the right time.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Huntley's throw taken in by Watkins here.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Huntley to throw.
Forced out to his left.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Watson off play action. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Huntley's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
One more time with Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year.
As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Ravens 31, Browns 7. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
On first down, Watson. And now here's another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz.
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is down to 24. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to?
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on third and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on fourth down. Do you really have a...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, 32 yards. And the Browns take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. It's complete. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Oh, and did the Browns get it? I think so, yes. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's different influences going into the head coach's ear.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. From the red zone now, Watson. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown! David Njoku, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a throw here to his running back. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
2nd and 2.
Ready.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
4 yards the pickup, first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeout?
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Ravens send their punt around now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Returnable for Grant. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators, and my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
To about the 26 here.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Here's Huntley.
And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
To throw, Huntley.
Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when they're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant.
downs across the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Watson on first down. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Watson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Watson.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. They run forward with Hunt. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
Now Watson.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Here's Watson.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Kareem Hunt
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
Watson to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Slot man moves right.
Mustang 19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
18, Pioneer.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Huntley to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Steps, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Ravens, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move.